Hello, this is Nagel, and I'm going to show you a few tools that I used in Adobe Premiere Pro in the making of my commercial. And to start off, you probably want to put a clip in here. So in order to do that, you'd go up here to File, Import, and it'll show you your files here. And say I want clip 9, press Import, and there it is in the bottom left corner. And then I can rename it here, or in this case I'm just going to drag it over to video 2 and keep the existing files. And start off, notice that the sound is kind of loud. If you don't want that sound in there, you just go down here to audio and just press right here, and if I click it again, sound is gone. So another thing you might notice here is that it's really zoomed in. If I don't want that to happen, just push pause here, double click on the clip here, drag it. The adjustment is right up here, and you can make it smaller so it fits and you can see the whole thing here. That's probably a good spot right there. So if you go back here, it's wider, and it's not, well, it fits the screen now. So alright, another thing you might notice that it's really long. It's 34 seconds long. You can shorten that up by chopping the clip into pieces and putting it in a different part of your project. And how to do that, you go to these tools on this toolbar right here, and you would go to razor tool right here, and say I want to get that shot in right there, but I want it to cut off right here. Then I just click right here, and as you can see, you now have two different clips. All right, so there is that first one right there. Say I want to make it a little shorter since it's pretty longer. You'd go on the end right here, then just move it and slide it in there, and it makes the clip shorter. Then you can combine those two. Notice how it goes right from the clip with no really transition. If you want the transition in your video, you'd go over to the bottom left corner here, press Effects, then go to Video Transitions, and I like to use Dissolve. So I'll go Dissolve, Cross Dissolve, drag it right in between those two clips, and look at what happens here. Kind of dissolves into the next film. Alright. Another thing I did in this project was I used slow motion quite a bit. Played with that. So if I want a slow motion, you would click on the clip right here and right click, and it brings you some options up here. Go down here a while and press speed duration. In this project I used the speed to be around maybe 30 or 40. We'll do 40 here. You don't have to mess with the reverse speed, maintain audio pitch, or ripple edit or anything like that. You just need to worry about the speed if you strictly want slow motion. Then you'd press OK here. It extends the clip a little bit, but not too much. So now it's slow motion here. But if you don't want that in the whole clip here, you could use the tool that I showed you a little earlier, that razor tool right here. Say I just want the layup part to be slow motion. It is right here. Click there. Two separate clips again. Bring those apart. Then click here again. Right click. Speed duration. Put that back up to 100%. And then when you combine them, looks like this. Goes slower right there. There, if you just want the layup, you can get that. Pause it. Razor. layup ends right about here. Right click, speed duration 100%, and it looks something like this. Now it should speed up again right here. Alright, so I've showed you how to razor it, how to cut the clip in 2 parts. I showed you how to get the sound off, and I also showed you how to do slow motion. Another thing that I used was the zoom in, zoom out. So this commercial was primarily about a shoe, the shoe I'm wearing in these clips. So if I want to zoom in on the shoe specifically, double click here, and then you can just zoom with this here. Alright, that's pretty good right there. Then I can go back here. There's the shoe. There's just a shoe. Alright, now if I want to keep it on the shoe, I'd have to go up to Effects Control, go to Motion, put the position, then I can adjust it on here by putting a keyframe. And there's where the shoe is. And that will kind of follow the film. So, start it over. It's still kind of like that. I'm over there. I can fix that easily by doing the keyframe, putting the keyframe there again. Click on this keyframe tool, move it over here. If I put a keyframe on it, it'll show the shoe, and then put another keyframe right there. It looks like this. See, it'll follow the shoe now. Looks kind of better there here. Then I can put another one in if I want. Back it up a little bit here. Have it follow it. There you go. Alright, notice that follows it all as much as it can. Follows the shoe around. And there you go. Now, you might want to add some music too. So you'd go to File, Import, Music. The music I used was the Chicago Bulls theme song. And then you'd import that. Should be in the files right here. Drag it over into Audio 1. And here's what it looks like. Here, I can drag these clips over. Alright. There shows music here. Now, when I move these clips next to them, you might notice here, we'll turn that off for now, that there's no transition whatsoever. See, it goes right next to the next clip. Now, if you don't want that to happen, you can go over here in the bottom left corner, Effect, Cross, Dissolve. I use Dissolve anyway. There's other tools such as Wipe, Slide, Iris. I use Dissolve. Go to Cross Dissolve. Just drag it in between the 2 clips you want it to transition in. And this is what it'll look like here. There you go. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you today is if you want a title slide. And that's pretty simple. You can go up here to Title, New Title, and you pick the default still. And press OK there. Alright, you can have it right on the clip if you want, there, or, well, how to do that to get on the clip, you just push a text and write anything you want. Say my basketball shoe was Nike, so I could put Nike basketball, and then I can go up here and adjust it, and you can just exit out of that, and you can drag it into, if you want, here, there it will be black title, but if you don't want it, if you want it to be on a clip, you can put it right in the video one here. Say I want it right here, I click right there, and then here, and then that's what kind of deals with your title slide. And so far in this tutorial, I've showed you how to cut the clips in half, and you can move them into different parts of your project. I show you how to turn the sound on and off. I showed you how to add music, add a title slide, and if you want slow motion or not. And I hope you guys learned something from this. At first, you might not get Adobe Premiere Pro, might be pretty confusing. It was for me, but I kind of got the hang of it now, just watching tutorials like this. So I hope you guys learned something, and thanks for watching.